Hey gang, it's Yergs. Welcome to another episode of the Doggy Traders. Let me get that stuff out of the way so you can see me. There we are. And welcome. It's Monday. Not a lot happening. Regardless of what you see in the news, we're here about the prices, and you're going to see today not much change since last week. But we are going to see is we are going to talk about who's making predictions as to where stuff's going. We're going to circle back and revisit one of the guys that we talked about last week who just seems to be tweeting to see himself tweet. Till then, I didn't bring something up. I should have had this ready. There we go. Yeah. Have a read at that. I'll be right back. Hey, gang. I think I might have been muted for the other part too. But so not a lot happening in crypto. You're going to see the prices there, Forex indices, everything, pretty much where they've been. So I just see that a ring, one of the lights I'm using to light myself, is also lighting one of the plaques in the background. Yeah, I have these things set up, and I think I set it up the same way as last time, and apparently I didn't. So anyway, and you got dogs barking in the background. I don't know what they're barking at, but it's Monday, so clearly things are happening like a Monday. But things are also not happening. Not a lot of changes in crypto and Forex prices. You're going to see that in a minute. I am starting to do some collection of research into who's saying what and what is going to happen. We had Lars Vanderhayden on about 2 months ago now, and he said not even to worry about buying any crypto for the rest of this calendar year, that it was pretty much going to, and so far it is. We've got this guy right here, saying that that's not Yergs, although he's good looking like me. That is Crypto Rover. He's saying that, he's buying every day and he's buying every day. And then he says he wants to know if he's stupid, a recent tweet, if he's stupid because he hasn't bought any XRP yet. And like, how can you call yourself an expert, be in Europe where you can still access XRP? And could this whole time that they've been in a pissing match with the Securities and Exchange Commission and you don't have XRP? And, that's why I think we're going to eventually have to drop him. Boom, there he goes. And really not concentrate. I mean, he's asking about, is it going to hit 100,000 by 2024 and 225 or 250 by 2025? I'm like, dude, you're worried about 3 years from now. You haven't been accurate 3 days from now. And so it's, he's got a lot of followers, but he's not doing anything with them. He's certainly not educating any of them. See, we did that. We did the risk disclaimer. I am not your broker. I am not your financial advisor. I'm an educator, and I am learning too. So if you see anything that you don't like or disagree with or do like, get in the comments. You can comment after these videos air. I do check them. I do reply. You can also hit me up here. Get me direct, yergs@yergergroup.com. We've got another email coming soon. It's going to be yergs@doggytraders.com within the next month or so. We will be launching doggytraders.com, where you have all this different information and access to our videos, blog, and pretty much anything we here at the Doggy Traders do. Speaking of blog and podcast, time to circle back on a bunch of different things. But we didn't do that either. Sorry, I keep forgetting to do that intro video. We come in from the countdown. You see me. We talk about here's what we're going to do today. Then it's supposed to go to the intro video, and I always forget to do that. But we are going to use one of the other videos in a second because of what we're doing. We talked last week about two guys that I no longer. The second one I will no longer follow either. But two content creators that just are not creating valuable content. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, time to circle back. We're back. You dizzy? Coming back to Crypto Rover, again, consistently tweeting, but he's not tweeting anything of value. He's doing polls like retweet if you think it's going to be this, like if you think it's going to be that, do whatever. And it's just like, where's that getting anybody? Mark Zuckerberg just recently said about how people are spending too much time absorbing content. Oh, look at this funny video that this asshole did. And that's it. And they're not really connecting with people. My son and I had a conversation today about influencers and the fact that, all the research I'm doing to develop doggy traders is showing that the basic influencer and what that person is doing in their life. Oh, here's me brushing my teeth. That's going away. It's gone away. It's not something that you folks really want to see. And so, this guy is something we're no longer going to see. But what I have been looking into, and what we are going to talk more about on Wednesday, is exactly where cryptos are going to go and from valuable resources. We talked to Lars about 2 months ago. We'll have him back. And so far, everything he's said has held true. He said back when we talked to him, I think it was August, not to worry about buying crypto right now because it's not going to go anywhere, and it hasn't. You're going to see today that all the prices, the majors in Forex, the big ones in crypto, and the indices that we follow, all are where they were on Friday. Pretty uneventful weekend. And he's saying that we're going to finish out 2022 in that format. Nick Gomez from IML, Crypto Nick, said that things could even come down as low as $10,000 for Bitcoin as the standard, and back down into 3 digits for Ethereum. Wow, the big merger they just had this summer from their one platform to the other, and now their value is going to potentially half what it is right now. So still, what they're all saying, bottom line, is that there's still plenty of time to buy. You don't have to do it right now. It might even be bad to do it right now, that you're going to lose between now and it going back up to a returnable value. I got in to Bitcoin after I bought this house, and that's when it was still at about 55 and change. And look where it has halved, and even more so. So I'm saving in good old-fashioned cash. We're day trading. Zach just told me about 3 trades he won earlier today. That's going to be the to-do list for the rest of the evening is organizing those accounts and getting back to making money. I'm finished living off of the spoils. Now it's time to creating those spoils once again. So look forward to that on Wednesday, exactly where we think cryptos are going to be in the next, let's look at the next 12 months and do it from sources that are reliable and valuable. So that's it. We'll see you Monday with that. Let's talk about some prices. These are as of a couple minutes before the show as usual. No, there we go. That one. There we go. Bitcoin is at 19,547. ETH is at 1,330. Solana is at $30.94. XRP, $47 and change. Doge, 5 cents, still down at 5 cents. I mean, I'm really looking into possibly buying some of that in the next couple of weeks. Cardano, 37 cents and change. Ripple's in there somewhere. I know it is. None of them really any jump. There's Ripple XRP, 47.68. Nothing had a real jump since last weekend. Even Ripple stayed pretty much constant. But, Ripple's been kicking SEC's ass, the Securities and Exchange Commission. Back in January, I think it was of this year, the SEC sued Ripple Labs, who's the parent of XRP. And just basically, it's been one success for XRP after another. So, I think that's going to skyrocket as soon as they get a final verdict. Into the majors of Forex, USD JPY 149.02, Euro USD 98 cents and change, Pound USD 113.62, Pound JPY 169.34, USD CAD 137.13, and the Aussie dollar is 62.93. Again, little movement since last Friday. Moving into the indices, the Nasdaq's at 11,000 and change, S&P 500 36.89, the US 30 is 30,000 and change, 30,250. The Dow Jones 30,185. Again, all pretty much the same. Something just went off on TikTok, I think. All pretty much the same since last Friday. Yeah, that's it. So that's me. We've been trading. We've been getting back into it, and you can check in at the Yerger Group headquarters here in Hudson, Florida. I used to name my place in LA the South Hollywood Stock Exchange. Might do something like that for here. Doggy Trader Studios, any of those, and you can, you'll be able to check in when you visit us in person, or even if you just want to tag us in it, whatever post. Till then, you can get a hold of me right there. You know what I did also forget to do? That's always bad. That's always really bad. Tell you where we can be. Let's got to get rid of that so you can see it. That's where you can find us right there. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. We are on TikTok. We've got followers on TikTok and LinkedIn. On LinkedIn, we need 150 likes on the Doggy Traders page. I think right now we're at 104. And I'm growing them all totally 100% organically, sending messages to friends, sending messages to folks like you, getting the likes there. What I'm realizing is that some of the other places are actually, because I've been concentrating so much on that, some of the other places are lacking. So I think I might share this overlay as like a post, or like maybe just take this moment right now and do a screenshot of that, and then just share that on all those social media platforms, so you can say, here's where you can find us and get us as the Doggy Traders. Remember, that's an S, not a dollar sign. We just kind of like the dollar sign there because it looked cute. But where we're streaming, let's get rid of that, talk about that for a little bit. Well, first of all, of course, once you get there, like the content, tell us what you do like, tell us what we can do differently. Comment, subscribe to it, and turn the notifications on so that when we do come on the air, we're going to be starting those other two lists too, by the way. The educational stuff, just basically how to and what is, that kind of thing. But then also the inspirational. Just today we had Mindset Mondays with Coach Nick, and I used one of the quotes from my screensaver. It's a bunch of celebrities and good business people, smart business people, successful business people, and their quotes and how those quotes affected me. That's what the video is going to be. It's going to be one or two of the quotes that are kind of similar, and that's going to be the theme for the day. And I'm going to talk about how those quotes have helped me change my life for the better, helped me develop the financial freedom, which, remember, is a relative term. Just because I'm helping you get financial freedom, that doesn't mean you're ever going to be a millionaire. I have a guy that I'm working with on one of the strategies, Dr. Mike, who's been on our show. He's saying that with this strategy, you're going to make your first million in 45 days. I said, no, I won't. Because before we get there, I'm going to use 330,000 of it to pay off this house. Then I'm going to use another 300,000 to put a boat out on that seawall. So I won't see that million for a good another year. I'm okay with that. Because what I'm also taking, we just did a budget today, we'll be able to live off of my pension. That includes paying the mortgage. That includes keeping these lights on and keeping, this internet running. And that includes keeping these stomachs full, which are not getting any smaller. I'll tell you that for free. And then anything else that we're doing is going to be coming from the day trading. And when I set that up in my retirement, that was by design. I knew I needed to keep a bare minimum to keep things going, and that's what's happening. But I knew that I had jet skis. I knew that I had, dogs. I knew that I had a son. And to be able to do extra things, I needed to finance that, and that was definitely going to be coming from the day trading, and it has. We were on a call with Coach Nick last week, and I told him that this had been almost this entire year had been funded by day trading. I haven't traded regularly since last November. I spent this entire time setting things up in the house, managing my life, and also doing a lot of educational things on trading. And, I've learned so much, and doing this helps me to learn even more. But now it's time to apply it. Now it's time. That's what we're going to do. And that's with basically, I'm going to be taking a look at 3 strategies. Obviously, never going to leave Coach Nick's side. I got to, do this so that, you can actually see it. Do it up here like this. There we go. There we go. Get rid of it. Coach Nick, EUU, his strategy is amazing. Works very well. He's now got a scalping strategy for even less than 15 and 5 minutes. So we're going to study that with him more directly. We'll do that. We'll actually talk more about that probably on Wednesday's show, because we got a call in the right around the lunchtime hour after his 11 a.m. session. So we'll be doing that on Wednesday. EUU. We had Jeff Travers on, probably one of the first guests we had. He's got now he's developed something that he just kind of alluded to when he was on with us then. He's tweaked it. He's using it. He's doing well with it. So we're going to test that as well. And then Dr. Mike is saying that we're going to make that $1 million in 45 days. Well, no, we won't. But let's see if we can't pay off this house in 6 months. Maybe, with as a success. And I've seen it. I've seen his students. I've seen their accounts. I've seen the success. I know they make $1 million in 2 to 3 months. Because I'm on those other strategies, because I'm not going to get crazy, because I'm going to be being a dad and be doing other things, I'm going to give myself 6 months. And we'll see. We'll reevaluate. We'll either say, hey, you got a great strategy here. We'll call them and say, hey, it's not working. So that's it. And after that, it's the boat. But still, I think that's pretty successful. I think the other point of all that was that financial independence, that personal wealth, doesn't necessarily mean $1 million. It means where you at and what can you continue to do versus just having $1 million. Having $1 million isn't necessarily going to solve all your problems. It's probably going to create a few more, and it's going to take the problems you have and magnify them 1 million times. So the $1 million isn't necessarily my goal. It will be eventually. But once I know that I can pay this house off and be done with a mortgage payment, that's about $2,600 a month out of that $4,500 a month that I can now put somewhere else and continue to build wealth. We had in his class today, we had a lesson was that, if you make 6 figures and you're spending 6 figures, that's not wealthy. Spending, making 40,000, but only spending 30 is what generates wealth, because you can take that 10 and you can put it away. Next year, you can take another 10 and put it away. And now after year number 2, you're getting interest on $20,000, not $10,000. And so your interest alone has doubled. Same rate. So, and that's the slower process we're going to do with the day trading, and a more responsible one. Dr. Mike's had amazing success with his with his strategy. And like I said, I'm going to be working on that right after we go off the air for today. Not permanently, but for today. But that doesn't mean I need to make $1 million. First, I need to pay off the house. Second, I need to buy the boat, but maybe get him a car. He's got his own account. So in theory, he's going to do that by himself. If he goes slower, I'll definitely help him out. Anyway, that's everything. So Wednesday, we're going to talk again, see what some of the experts. I'm going to circle back with Crypto Nick Gomez from IML. We're going to send a message to Lars, see what he's saying, if there's any changes in his mind. People that we can actually trust, not the knuckleheads that we talked about last week. And we'll see where your crypto investments are going on Wednesday. And we'll see if there has been any other changes since then. Don't forget, when you reach out to us on here, is it that one? There we go. Go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. Go through the things to grant yourself permission. It saves that. If you don't have the capability of doing that, we do want to know who you are so we can talk to you when you post those comments during the show. If that's not an option for you on Facebook, you can still join us through LinkedIn, or there's a bunch now. Actually, I got to edit that because you can also get us now on Twitter. But YouTube or LinkedIn and also Twitter is where we carry the show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 p.m. Central European Time, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. out there on the left coast. We will see you at those times again on Monday. Till then, trade crazy, but trade safe. See you Wednesday.